4 and 10, be in pain and labor to bring forth, O daughter of Zion, like a woman in travail. For now shalt thou go forth out of the city, and thou shalt dwell in the field. And thou shalt go even to Babylon. There shalt thou be delivered. There the Lord, Yahweh Shai, shall redeem thee from the hand of thine enemies. Call halam la Yahweh Bashmi Shai Wahara Kakudash. Double honors to the hopefully elect elder apostle slave to be saved. Lord, one stand with those at the GMS church. Shalom to the rest that's out here under the same doctrine. On to the brothers, the men here at this faction of the hopefully elect assembly, in the order, teaching, giving all diligence and true faith and sincerity. To the rest of you Akim as well, Shalom, doing likewise from your elder to your younger. And to the rest of you believers in on this faith of Yahweh Shai, Shai, you women, men, and children of the Israelite race, Shalom. All right, and on this faith. Okay, so there's a expected due date, going, post. This is a lesson pretty much post just going into the deliverance of our people. You know what I'm saying? Of the Israelite race, starting with the elect, right, which is going to be through the elect, to bring way or to make way for the entire race to be saved. Okay, but once again, it starts with the elect. Now, the deliverance simply come down to something, us being truly born, finally coming on the scene, people truly seeing us, for who we are and not behind the confines of, the skin that America has put us, under, which is his belly. So people haven't really even seen us. So what this deliverance promise, there will be the birth of us truly being seen, which is, when we in our true form, in our true bodies, really glowing and running the earth. Okay. But when knowing all that's promised, you find yourself, or you may, due to that theme, well, what about the expected due? Come to the thought like of an expected due date, So this is gonna be pretty much going into this, okay? So let's get into it. This is Psalms 13 and 2. It says, "How long shall I take counsel in my soul? See, having sorrows in my heart daily. How long shall my enemy be exalted over me?" And to get more specific, this is Psalms 31 and 15. "My times are in thy hand. Deliver me from the hand of my enemy and from them that persecute me." So yeah, the Lord, it's an expected due date, because when you go back to Micah 4, and 10, it says, "Be in pain and labor to bring forth, O daughter of Zion, like a woman in travail. For now shalt thou go forth out of the city," which is where we're from, Israel, "and thou shalt dwell in the field. And thou shalt go even to Babylon," which is America, the place of confusion. "There shalt thou be delivered." So it's written we're going to be delivered from this place, America, this place of confusion, right? So it has to be, by default, an expected due date. It says, "There the Lord shall redeem thee from the hand of thine enemies." And I want to read this in the NLT. "Writhe and groan like a woman in labor, you people of Jerusalem," which is the process for us to be born, to come out of this. Gotta be birth pains to prove that something is being born. It's on its way to being born, right? Which is us and who we truly are, and in our people to see us in our true state as well as ourselves, and for us to go on and live in our true state. once we come into true life, because being in the womb ain't true life for a baby. So it's the same thing for us in America. Being in America ain't true life for us Hebrew Israelites, or so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians. So it says we're gonna come into all of that true life, everything that awaits us that's been prepared. It says, "You people of Jerusalem, for now you must leave this city to live in the open country. You will soon be sent in exile to distant Babylon." Right, that was the process, right, pretty much of the pregnancy. Okay, it says, "But the Lord will rescue you there." See, He will redeem you from the grip of your enemies. Yeah, which is pretty much likened unto a womb, man. The confines of the hands of our enemies. Through their different infrastructures and law and orders they have directed to keep us in straits, to keep us compacted. From redlining. We literally compacted in neighborhoods, in the places of our exile, but chiefly Babylon, America. The daughter of Babylon itself. Now, that with knowing that he said he's gonna do that, that tell us that what is an expected due date. Psalms 13:2. "How long shall I take counsel in my soul, having sorrow in my heart daily?" Yeah, sitting thinking about this, meditating on this, understanding and accepting this process. Knowing that this is the process and we're gonna be delivered, which is simply save when you go into the word deliver. But how long we're gonna meditate on this? How long this is gonna be the case? It says, having sorrow in my heart daily. See, how long shall my enemy be exalted over me? Yeah, because really, in the sense you think about it, it's like a child's supposed to surpass, the parents in a sense, in a sense, because you want to keep the theme on point, but I just say that, due to obviously the places of our exiles being likened unto these wombs, but mainly America being the daughter of Babylon, the whore, okay? Because she ain't gonna make it. We gonna make it. We gonna surpass this place. We gonna surpass everything America thought, it had over us. Like when your child go on and get taller than you, Or like for instance, Steph Curry and Dale Curry, He was known as a great shooter, and taught his kids, and his kids was held to the confines of how great he was, but only for Steph Curry to be born, as well as his brother, those that know basketball, and go on to surpass, all that greatness that his how great of a shooter Dale Curry went on to showing himself to be, while Steph Curry and his brother was under the confines of that, and that's exactly what we're dealing with America. Like this place showing how great it is, how great it could be, how decked out it could be, how much of a praise in the earth it could be, all the while we're who's said to be above all people and the salt of the earth, and the people that's going to inherit the earth are under the confines of that and subject to watching that, but only to be actually written to go on and surpass everything that, just like, only to go on and be the Steph Curry, Dale Curry's, illustrious career before, Steph Curry came out of the womb, But anyway, so how long this is gonna go on, and not actually go on to manifest. Psalms 31 and 15. My times are in the, you know what, let me grab this. Jeremiah 29 and 11. For I know the thoughts that I think toward you, saith the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashmi al-Shai, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end. See that? So the Lord is going to give us that expected end, you know, but we trying to find out exactly when is it going to be, you know? So going back to Psalms 31 and 15, my times are in thy hand. Deliver me, right, from the hand of mine enemies and from them that persecute me. Yeah. When are we going to be delivered? You know, well, understanding the delivery is simply us being saved and taken out of America. Let's get that word delivery. When you get the word deliver in the Hebrew, natazal, okay, and it means what? Save, okay, and it's literally like a baby being born, because another word for the meaning is what? Strip, okay, strip, hence spoil. Yeah, we're gonna come out of the womb, you know, and if you will, be spoiled. You know what I'm saying? Like, once we out of this place, that's what the deliverance is about, us finally being spoiled and given the desires of our hearts, man. Okay? Delivered from sin and guilt. Okay? And there's one more I want to get. Yeah, delivering. As I say right here, delivering. Okay, to snatch away. To snatch away, to be plucked out. Yeah, like a womb. See that? And the key one is what? To deliver from enemies or troubles or death. So that's what's gonna actually be the deliverance, you know? So if we're gonna be delivered from our enemies and things like that, that will have to be pretty much, you know what, before I even say that, let me do this real quick. Going back to Jeremiah 29, okay? And it says, verse 11, I know, you know, well, I'm gonna just jump to the point when we completely are delivered. This is what is gonna come down to. It says, and I will be found of you. Right, exactly. You know, the baby comes out, locates the father's voice because the father's right there, supposed to be, you know what I'm saying? In this case, gonna be, obviously, you know, and I will be found of you, saith the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashmi al-Shai, and I will turn away your captivity, and I will gather you from all the nations, from all the places whither I have driven you, saith the Lord Yahweh. And I will bring you again into the place whence I caused you to be carried away captive. So you're going to bring us back home, you know? This was made to be the case, you know, at home. and the delivery room is going to be pretty much the skies of the places, the skies of the places we've been scattered to, the skies of America, the skies of, you know, all the places we're at across the earth, you know, as well. That would be like the delivery room, man. You know, and those lands, those places will be the womb. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to be brought back into the Father's bosoms, which is those ships, you know, and we're going to go back home, man. You know, that's what it's going to be. And it says, and I will bring you again to the place whence I caused you to be carried away captive, because ye have said, the Lord hath raised us up prophets in Babylon. See? Psalms 33 and 16. There was no king saved by the multitude of an host. Yeah, exactly. So this is what we still meditate on, as it say, how long shall I sit in the council? Let me grab it. Psalms 13 and 11. How long shall I take counsel in my soul? Exactly. pretty much meditate on this, have to deal with this, suffer this, having sorrow in my heart, meaning mine, daily. How long shall my enemy be exalted over me? Right, exactly. But going back here, you got to understand this in the process while doing that, right? Psalms 33:16, there is no king saved by the multitude of an host. A mighty man is not delivered by much strength, right? And horse is a vain thing for safety, neither shall he deliver any by his great strength. So it's nothing that can get us out of this. Not anything at all, man. Okay. But who? Psalms 31:15, my times are in the hand, right? And are in thy hand. Deliver me from the hand of my enemies and from them that persecute me. But once again, the focal point is right now, there is no king saved by, which is a deliverance, right? Born into life, taken out of the womb, out of the struggles, out of the place where he can't shine, by the multitude of an host. A mighty man is not delivered by much strength. Going here, Wisdom of Solomon 7:5. For there is no, I'm gonna start at 1. I'm gonna start at 2. And in my mother's womb was fashioned to be flesh in a time of 10 months, being compacted in blood of the seed of man and the pleasure that came with sleep. It says, verse 5, for there is no king that hath any other beginning of birth. See, for all men have one interest into life and the like going out. So there is no king that, the Lord first of all, understand the Lord is telling us we kings, man. In order to come in order for a king, all kings have to go through wombs. In order for the king to be born, it got to come out of that womb. It has to first be put in a womb, confines, and you have to deal with it, to go on and manifest who it actually is, and that's left up to the one that deliver them and the expected due date. It's a duration that must, it's a set time required that one must first go through, in order to be born, which is 10 months, 9 months, you know what I'm saying? But, so that's beautiful. So once that time is completed, then that king can go on and to begin his rule, his destiny to rule. And in this regard, we're different from all these other kings. We're coming out of this womb as immortal kings that's going to rule forever with Yasharahla, who's that head. So behold, Psalms 33:18, the eye of the Lord is upon them that fear him. Yeah, the angels upon them that hope in his mercy, to deliver their soul from death. It says, and to keep them alive in famine. Right, exactly. So that's who gonna deliver us, man. Yahweh Shah. It ain't no other way. We gotta wait on him. He's the doctor. He's the, and it's the process, the doctor, the physician, the true healer, has to be the case for the delivery to happen. But it says, our soul waited for the Lord. He is our help and our shield. So as it said in the previous verse, to deliver their soul from death and to keep them alive in famine. If the baby stayed in the womb too long, it could die, So the time is that's the expected end. It's a time when it's set that we're gonna get out of this, man. Psalms 33:15, my times are in thy hand. Deliver me from the hand of my enemies and from them that persecute me. Make thy face to shine upon thy servant. Save me for thy mercy's sake. Let me not be ashamed, O Lord, for I have called upon thee. Let the wicked be ashamed, and let them be silent in the grave. So that's pretty much the point. Okay, so Psalms 13:2. How long shall I take counsel in my soul? having sorrow in my heart daily. How long shall my enemy be exalted over me? Until we're born, until we're saved, until the expected due date, delivery date has been completed, which will be what? Well, when you go back to Micah 4:20, 4:10, be in pain and labor to bring forth, O daughter of Zion, like a woman in travail. For now shalt thou go forth out of the city, and shalt dwell in the field, and thou shalt go even to Babylon. There shalt thou be delivered. There shall the Lord Yahweh shall redeem thee from the hand of thine enemies. So when we get that word deliver, what's the due date? Natazal, it says to deliver from enemies or troubles or death. So when we in the point of when we can die, when we in the point of troubles, Jacob's troubles, when we in the time of Jacob's trouble, that's the expected due date, man. Okay, that's the delivery date. And to prove that, this is Psalms 37 and 38. But the transgressors shall be destroyed together. I'm going to start at verse 39. But the salvation of the righteous, right? Because that's what deliverance goes into. Save. But the salvation of the righteous is of the Lord, Yahweh Shai. He is their strength in the time of trouble. And the Lord Yahweh Vashem Yahweh Shai shall help them and deliver them. He shall deliver them from the wicked and save them because they trust in him. So that's when he's going to, that's the expected due date, man. He's going to save in the time of trouble. He's going to deliver, which is when we're in the hand of the wicked, at the furthest point, man. Okay. So that's the expected due date, man. In time of trouble, when Jacob's trouble happens, that's when we getting out of here. That's when Yahweh Shah will come back. The crowning will take place, the head, in the delivery room, which is the sky. You're going to see Yahweh Shah, the head in the sky, and then you'll see the rest of the body. And that's going to be when? During Jacob's trouble. Okay? So that's when we getting out of here. And it's right around the corner. So call Halam La Yahweh Bashem Al Shai. Wahara Kakodash. Shalom.